afternoon, Sophia reaches home from the bus after coming from her high school. She gets stunned to see flames and smoke coming out of her room's window. She hurries and enters her home to find out what has happened. She throws her bag off and goes upstairs to where her room is. She pushes the door of her room and sees her sister, Billie, burning Sophia's certificates, trophies, and medals she won during her school days. Sophia rushes toward the washroom and brings a bucket of water to extinguish the fire. All her important documents and trophies have been completely burnt by her sister Billie, who had been jealous of her since they were kids.
Are you out of your mind, Billie? What the hell are you trying to do?
Billie stays silent while smiling at the burnt documents.
You really need to see a mental doctor. You are mad, Billie. I am scared of your situation.
Don't be scared. I am all right. I just wanted to say that if you again tried to be more beautiful than me, then I will do more for you.
Beautiful? What? You are an eccentric. How can I control my beauty, idiot?
Billie leaves her room and goes to hers. She has always been jealous of Sophia's beautiful eye color and her God-gifted delicate aquiline featured face. Sophia had always heard about her beauty from everyone she met, and this thing always made Billie jealous of her. Sophia closes the door of her room and sits on the bed to shake off what had happened. She gets into the flashback when she and Billie were 6 and 7 years old. Billie had tried to steal the toy makeup kit, thinking that this would make Sophia ugly and no one would love her then. Now, they were nearly 18 and 19 years old, but still, Billie had that jealousy intact in her. Billie had never heard people praising her beauty because they were always busy praising Sophia. Sophia takes a shower and sits before the dressing table to get ready for tonight's school party. Billie was also invited to the party. She spends hours taking a shower, putting on makeup, and doing hair to appear prettier than Sophia. Everyone has reached the high school for an awesome party tonight. The whole school has been decorated so adorably that it seems to be a royal palace. Billie reaches the school earlier than Sophia and meets her friends. She sits with her friends on the chair, which is near to the boy she likes a lot. Her friends wink at her, and Billie feels this moment to be her life's most beautiful one. The boy starts a conversation with Billie and she answers while being shy of him. Sophia reaches the high school too and puts her sight on the people sitting there to find Billie. She has now decided to never leave Billie alone no matter what happens. In that way, she could end Billie's jealousy. At last, she finds Billie sitting at the corner.
Hi, Billie. You came too early. I have to say you were more excited than me about the party.
Sophia sees Billie and understands that Billie was trying to have a conversation with the boy, so she leaves.
I think I should find something to drink. My throat is so dry. Enjoy, guys.
Sophia goes to her friends, but the same boy named Nick, who was sitting with Billie, comes to her and starts talking. Hi, Sophia. I know I may sound too flattering, but I wanted to say that you have such beautiful eyes. Honestly, you are the most gorgeous girl I have ever seen.
Well, thank you so much. But this isn't natural. I got some plastic surgeries.
Sophia tries to step down so that Nick could leave her and go back to Billie. It doesn't matter. You are lovely and this has made me stunned. Aren't you a fairy? Sophia sees Billie leaving the party in anger. She tries to stop her, but her friends and Nick insist her not to go. They ask her to enjoy the moment and the nice party. Sophia dances and literally enjoys being with her friends. She has not been to such parties for months. She stays there for an hour and then comes back home at 11 p.m. Sophia comes out of the taxi and enters her home. She silently goes upstairs and enters her room for a comfortable sleep after such an exciting but tiring party. She takes a shower and then sits before her dressing table to apply her night cream. She also sprays some solution in her eyes that have been always soothing for her, especially after tiring parties. And then she gets straight into her bed. While having her eyes closed, she tries to remember what happened to Billie. She even feels sorry for her, but then she gets into sleep. Sophia opens her eyes and sees the time on the clock. It's 7 a.m., which means she has an hour to get ready for high school. She goes to the washroom and sees herself in the mirror. while her eyes are half opened and half closed. And when she sees herself in the mirror, she screams so loudly that her mother comes into the room, rushing. She is devastated to see the rashes, blood dripping from rashes, and dark circles on her face. There are black spots all over her face, and even she is feeling itchy on her skin. Her eyes are red as never before. Her mother is stunned at Sophia in this condition, while Sophia knows who did this to her.
What happened to you, sweetheart? Why is your face bleeding? What should I do? Oh, God.
There are tears in Sophia's eyes while she isn't crying. She is broken like never before.
I know who did this to me, Mom. Guess who? My dear, lovely sister, Billie.
Sophia rushes to Billie's room and pushes the door so forcefully that it slams into the wall, and Billie gets up from sleep. And as Billie sees that Sophia is totally broken, while her face and eyes have been ruined, she starts smiling.
See yourself, Sophia. I had told you not to mess with me. See now what has happened to you?
What did you do with me? How can you be so insensitive and cruel, Billie? How?
I didn't do anything. I just exchanged your night cream and eye spray with new ones, I guess.
Sophia runs into her room and sees the cream and spray. She reads the expiry date on them and is surprised to see that they have been expired for 1 year.
Oh, bought these for you. Oh no. They might have expired, I guess. Yes?
Billie is still smiling. She had ruined Sophia's entire life just due to her jealousy. The expired cream and spray had reacted, and now Sophia's beauty had gone.
Guess what, Billie? Now you are more beautiful than me. Enjoy your life now. I don't know how you could spend your life with the weight of such wickedness.
Sophia again sees herself in the mirror. Her entire life had been ruined by her sister, but still, Sophia didn't say anything wrong to Billie. She sees herself again and then sees Billie.
I am still beautiful, Billie. The same beautiful you always wanted me to be, isn't it? Aren't you happy now? Of course you are.